Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Devil's Advocate Trades Edition. This is the last episode of season 2 this year. So yay us. We move into season 3 in January 2026. So happy New Year, everybody. This is going out like New Year's Eve. I wonder what everyone's got planned. Like, I remember planning it when I was in my 20s and younger, which I don't even remember what I did. I'm not going to lie. Like, we were feral back then. So I don't even really remember. We did. Oh, I think I was getting into the bars young, and like no one can like fucking talk shit because all of us that are in our 40s and 50s, we were all going to the bar like 14, 15, 16, you know? So I believe we went up to one of the pubs when I was younger. I'm not going to say how old. I was with my parents, so winning. But yeah. Anyway. I remember going up to the pub. It was a great time. We walked up there and walked down, though. It was good. I think there was a lot of snow. Anyway, we're going to talk about it. We're going to say what year it was. It doesn't fucking matter. All right. We don't need people fact checking shit. You know, ratting myself out accidentally, you know. Okay. We got a new year, 2026, year of the horse. All depends on how you perceive. Let's see. Having a moment. It's giving me a moment because I'm going online. Oh. Picture-in-picture mode closed to maintain recording quality. Whatever. There's a couple things we're going to talk about. Sorry, I'm reading my computer screen because it's shooting me all these fucking errors. I don't know what the problem is. I mean, there's always a moment. Okay, so we've got 2026 is year of the fire horse. Chinese zodiac begins on February 17th, 2026. We got a couple of months to figure our shit out and shed the skin we needed to as a snake, to make sure and we make room for all of that action and brilliance coming through with the fire horse. Okay, so fiery, passionate, energetic, symbolizing independence and vitality. This year, if you are year of the rat, shit year for you. And I'm like, here's the thing. Hear me out. I think every year is what you make it. I love knowing that I'm a year of the rooster. I like knowing that my mom and my sister-in-law are a year of the horse. My brother's a dragon. My daughter is a tiger. My son is a snake. Things like that. I like knowing those things. And because it's fun for me, it's a form of entertainment, but you also have to pay attention to some of it overall, you should pay attention to a little bit of it, not just be like, it's pish posh. But which is like a totally old phrase, but anyway. I truly believe that you should listen to some of it, just a little bit, just so that you could put yourself in a position where you're like, okay, this might not be a great year for me. So let's maybe not start fights. Let's not maybe take really big chances. Let's not do all these things. I'm going to close that. And I think that that's a really big, I think it all depends on how you look at life in general and how you see what you're going to be doing next. So it's like, okay, your year of the rat, maybe let's not make any really big financial decisions. Maybe let's not take any trips. Maybe let's just coast this year. Like, what's a year, right? Keep doing what you're doing. Don't stop doing what you're doing. If you're starting a new venture, see it through. Might be a slow go start, but that's okay. It's only 1 year. And then the new zodiac sign will come in. So that's how I look at it. I mean, we're rounding the corner for Year of the Rooster again, which makes me really excited. I mean, we've got a couple more signs before that, but I mean, like, I love Year of the Rooster. It's always a good year for me because I'm a rooster. People will just like to make fun of me and they're like, no, Lisa, you're a cock. Well, the shoe fits. You know? Like, whatever. I'm good with it. I've come to terms with the fact that I can be prickly sometimes. But anyways, it is what it is. So I'm hoping for better things in 2026, just overall in our society. So for those of you that are in Alberta and in Canada, I'm sure you heard that a tragic event happened not that long ago, just recently, where a man in Edmonton, Alberta, passed away in the waiting room due to cardiac arrest. And his wife took to social media and to the media. And fucking quite rightly, she did. He's 44 years old. I am 44 years old. This man was 44. This was 100% preventable. And I'm going to say it, and some people are going to get real fucking emotional, and I apologize in advance. But this is what happens when you put money in areas it doesn't belong, and then you let everybody else suffer when it comes to healthcare. Healthcare has been screaming for fucking decades. And nobody wants to do anything. Let's get private healthcare. Maybe that'll fucking save it. Let's get a new fucking laboratory system. Let's fucking stop being dickheads and just put the goddamn money where it needs to go. There is zero fucking reason this man should have died, leaving behind 3 children, a beautiful wife. No fucking reason. Okay, in my opinion, based off of the fact that he was in the waiting room to be seen. And I feel bad for the medical staff. I know they're on blast, but let's like, I don't know the whole story, but this is what I know. When medical staff gets put on blast, it hurts everybody because you always have to start at the top. And that's what I always tell people. If somebody's stealing in your company, why are they stealing in your company? Are they just a fucking asshole? Or is it something to do with the top? That's what I always say to myself. Let's look at the top. The top of the fucking food chain is Alberta Health Services, which is dictated and ran by who? None other than the UPC government. So if the government would have put in the appropriate fucking safeguards with the money that they have to ensure that everybody is compensated accordingly, that supplies are put on, that things are purchased, that things are done the way they're supposed to, we wouldn't have to dance around fucking privatized healthcare. We wouldn't have to dance around all these other things, and our healthcare system would be in really good shape. So I get really passionate about this because it's sometimes we misdirect the anger and we put it on the healthcare workers that are doing the best they can. And that sounds like shit because when someone fucking dies and they come out to you and they go, we've done the best we can. I'm like, what was your fucking best? Like on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your fucking best? Like, are you like 26 hours in on a shift? Like, what's your fucking best at this point? And that's what happens is we get really angry and we want someone to blame, but let's not blame them. Maybe they wouldn't be working a 26-hour shift if the fucking government put the right money into the goddamn healthcare system and everybody could go home at a reasonable goddamn time. I mean, just saying, just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. So I'm hoping that 2026 will be different. 1,000 apologies. I can send as many prayers as I can, positive energy to that family. But at the end of the day, I don't believe that this should have happened. And good on the wife for having a voice for your children and for your spouse that is now departed. I send my dearest sympathies to you and your family and your sweet children. I hope that you have family there that can help support you and help support what's going on. It doesn't bring him back. And I know that, and I'm horribly sorry about that. But please protect your peace and the peace of your children about what's happened here. Maybe we all need to start writing some letters to the UPC government because they're all dickheads. I mean, some of them, not all of them. Anyway. So that's that. And I'm really disgusted by it because it's happening everywhere. And here's the rule of thumb. Something really horrible has to happen for people to be like, oh, maybe we should look into that. Maybe that's a problem. Like, I don't know, a woman getting killed in her fucking job. Oh, maybe that's a problem. We should look at it. Yeah, it's been a problem, dickhead. Oh, someone died in the ER. Oh, that's a problem. Maybe we should look at it. Yeah, it's been a problem, dickhead. So for me, it's kind of like, when women or when people of any color, any orientation, and I mean, like, I can pick on the Caucasians, but at this point, you guys are the minority. So I mean, like, we can all laugh about it. I mean, everyone's thinking it, no one's saying it. But at the end of the day, people, if we are in the demographic of everybody but politics or politicians, maybe we should start paying attention because they're technically civil servants and they're supposed to be doing what we ask them to do. They're supposed to be our voices. They're supposed to be the people that we champion to help champion our province, our country, right? So, our municipalities, these are the people we're championing to do these things. And when the champions aren't real good champions, then we need to change it. And so I'm so proud of Alberta for standing up. More Albertans are standing up and just saying no more. And this is fucking bullshit. And you want to know the best part about it? It is conservatives that have the biggest bee in their bonnet because it's not what they signed up for. It doesn't mean they're not conservative. It just means they don't like the assholes that are in office talking for them. They're like, no, I didn't sign up for this crazy. I mean, I signed up to be blue, but I didn't sign up to be like blue balls. So like, let's just calm the fuck down here. And I'm really excited for the conservatives because the conservative voters, okay? The conservative voters are standing beside their people, not fucking liberals and NDP and Green and Independent. They're standing beside people and saying, no, This is not what we signed up for. We stand with the majority, with the masses, to say this is not what we signed up for. And you know what? For me, that takes some really big people. And we still got the little loudmouths in the back that are like, oh, you guys are stupid. Danielle's awesome. Okay, well, cool. Again, healthcare is currently free in Alberta, so you should probably go get your fucking head examined while it's still available to do so without costing you an arm and a leg, because clearly we know you don't have the bankroll to get your psych eval. But just saying, just throwing it out there. I don't know, maybe take a minute. People are going to be like, Lisa, you're so vicious today. Well, I'm just saying. Like, it's just, it blows my mind because it starts at the top. And that's what everybody needs to pay attention to. So before we start attacking the healthcare workers and attacking everything, the situation in itself sucks. But if the healthcare system had a good, solid system of support and proper funding and proper compensated packages for everybody who works there and proper hours and more people being encouraged to go into the system and be treated properly, then I don't think that there would be like the amount of problems that come out of healthcare. But everybody wants to point a finger and blame. And I say, yeah, we can point a finger and blame. Point a finger and blame at the people who aren't securing and supporting those services, because that's their job. We have elected them to do that. I didn't elect them because I'm a fucking liberal. All right. I didn't elect those assholes, but I'm still living in it. And you know what? There are some really great conservative MLAs that I actually really like. I don't like mine. I signed to recall mine. So there's that. But there is one that's for the federal side, and he is brilliant. And I really like that he's a farm boy, and he grew up and he advocates for people. It's not all, I mean, you never know. I mean, I don't know what kind of deals are going on. I mean, he's a politician. But based on what I know of this person, he's a great MLA and he is conservative, and he needs to be he needs to be on our federal side to be the voice for the conservatives that are kind of more stand with how the way his brain works. Most conservatives in Alberta are like, I mean, I hate to say this, but most conservatives are redneck assholes that are, all about oil and farming and ag, and they're a little bit backwards and a little backwood. And it's not saying they're stupid. Most of them are incredibly intelligent. But that's kind of like, if you talk their language, which the majority of them, their language is like, what's the best bang for our buck as a province? What's the best way to do things where we're not bleeding money? And does it make sense because we are the richest province and we're the ones that are, dragging our dinks in the dirt to try and get all this shit done while you guys are just all sitting back and living carefree off of us? Now, that's how they look at it. But if you speak their language and say, hey, we're going to put all our money that we get into the province. We're not going to run around in a school bus, full of champagne and garbage, and have someone like Bruce McFucker, running around fucking turning people's mics off and screaming at them. We're not going to put money into that. We're going to put money back into the people, back into society. We're going to do what we need to do to make sure that all of the systems that are put in place are running really smoothly. You know what? Most conservatives are like fucking A. So there's that. So that's why I say it always starts at the top. And yeah, Happy New Year. 2026 is better. Maybe they'll all get recalled in 2026. Did you hear this new thing they're doing now? They're like charging like $25,000. Bunch of fucking babies. I say we start GoFundMe pages. We'll fucking fund that shit. All of us just throw in like $5. $5. We will recall all them assholes. You know what I'm saying? $5 GoFundMe. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Anyways, where there's a will, there's always a way. You can do what you want to try and upset the masses. But at the end of the day, the elites are scared of the masses, because if the masses figure it out, we turn against them. And that's why people like to try and keep you running scared. Because if you're scared, you won't question. If you won't question, then you won't know any better. And knowledge is power. And that's why, as the masses, we need to consistently question which people we put into a power position and why they need to remain there. And are they doing, the best to represent all of us as a people? Because that's what people get scared of, right? It's like, if the old saying, if one person says you're good, then, you're pretty good. But if no one's saying you're good, then you're not in. And that's what elites get scared of. So Is what it is. Have a very wonderful New Year. Please be safe. No drinking and driving. We have fucking Uber, keys, please. Lyft, taxis. Please find another alternate route or get a designated driver. And when I say designated driver, I don't mean like Joey decided to drive us, but now Joey's like 10 deep and I don't know how we're getting home. Like, plan ahead, guys. Make sure you guys are, being safe. And yeah, I'm excited for New Year's to come along. I always am. It's a new chapter within reason, but yeah, say Livy. Okay, don't do anything crazy, maybe? Or is it more like catch you on the flip side and don't do anything crazy?